Here we are, Wob Nation. Week 3 is over, and yet again, another crazy Monday night game deciding a matchup coming down to the last seconds. It's absolutely madness. But let's get to that and talk about the Week 3 awards. Starting out first and foremost is the Mankind Who Got Bloody, and no surprise, that goes to Cruiser. Beaten by 92.8 points by Brian to start out the season 0-3, which is quite normal for you, actually. Next up, the Psycho Sid, who had the worst performance of the week, and that is Ben with 76.6 points, which is no surprise because Ben's team starting out as well as it did was an anomaly, and I don't know if he's going to get a win for the rest of the season with most of his team injured or just, quite frankly, just he sucks at drafting. Coming in next, the Revolting Blob. And this was back and forth in the first of many awards for this matchup. And it goes to Lee for sitting Sterling Shepard. Why would you sit someone on your team? You got to believe in Daniel Jones. Who? Daniel Jones. And you sat him. You started Robbie Anderson being thrown to by a third string quarterback who's never started a game in his life. D.D. Westbrook, who stars for the Jags and hasn't done shit since week 1. And Peyton Barber in a timeshare. I don't know what you're thinking, Lee. That was a bad decision and cost you a win. Next up, the Brooklyn Brawler. No one yet, only 3 weeks in, but next week we have 2 possible for this first award. Jason and Cruz are going for 0-4 to start the season. Everyone's crowd favorite, the Owen Hart Memorial Award. New John James White, 0 points. Don't ever trust in a Bill Belichick backfield. And Kyle Damian Williams. You know, it was a different D. Williams who was playing for the Chiefs on Sunday. So, good job actually, reading. Apparently, not only do you not have a soul, but you don't know how to read either. And the next one. All right. Hello, ladies. Val Venus Award. Surprising 2 weeks in a row for this new award, and I can't believe how it went down. Kyle Bears D, 24 points, getting your second win, getting into 4th place overall. Absolutely crazy. Good job, buddy. I'm proud of you for not having an absolute shit team one year. Next up, WrestleMania 3, and no surprise, it's the same matchup. Kyle over Lee winning by 1 point, just coming down to the wire. Absolutely nuts. And I would give the David Arquette the same matchup. I'm a little sick of making the same joke, so instead I'm going to give it to Ben. And not because Ben won, because, well, he didn't. But really how Ben won the first 2 weeks at all, because quite frankly, Ben really sucks, and his team is awful, and he may not win again until Drew Brees gets back, or I don't know, maybe Ben actually decides to do a little research for his team and not just pick off of blind luck, and apparently his smarts that don't work in any league I've ever played with him in, which is multiple. Next up, the John Cena Bryan. That is Mike Evans with 46 points. Precursor to later. The Undertaker Award. No one yet. 4 wins in a row because we're only 3 weeks in. But next week, myself, Brian, and Kenny all have a chance to win the first one of the year. And finally, the Andre the Giant. And thank you to Kenny for doing the historical research on this. Brian, not only do you win the Andre the Giant, but you are the highest scoring team in a single week under our current scoring system of all time. That's a lot of precursor, but essentially means is you're kicking ass. So 214.2 points. Congratulations on the $25. That's $50 for you the year, half of your money back. Someone's got to pay for those kids because sure as hell a public defender salary doesn't do that. I was right, not public defender. You're some other state attorney that doesn't make shit money. So, yeah, we're going to try to help you out there, buddy, with a couple bucks here and there. And next up, preview for next week. So, Toilet Bowl goes to... this changed. I originally had a projection until last night went down, but I'm going Joseph versus Lee, both 1-2 to start the season. That's a pathetic match of someone starting 1-3, which is very hard to get from. Then the game of the week is, well, no surprise who's going to be in most of the games of the week. That's going to be Brian versus New John. New John actually has a really good team. You're 1-2. I I was going to pick you for the upset special, but I decided to go a little bit crazier. And my upset special for next week is Ciroc over Kenny. So I think, Kenny, you're not going to make that 4-0. That leaves Brian, potentially myself, to start out 4-0. So good luck, Ciroc. Kenny, you got some tough bye weeks. And Ciroc, even though Saquon's out, I have a feeling like you can rebound and still beat Kenny. So thank you, everybody. Good luck on the waiver wire, and I will see you all next week.